Hello everybody, Marie by Design here, and I wanted to just do a recap because my video got cut short due to a security alert with the government, just alerting everybody. So this is part 2 now. Okay, in part 1 I glued the banner down and then I smoothed it all out so it was flat. And then we'll leave that one to dry. Okay, I showed you how to put the glue on, so please watch that video first. And now this is one I made earlier and we're going to die cut with it using my Sizzix Big Shot machine. Just one moment while I get my machine. Okay everybody, I'm back. Right, this is my Sizzix Big Shot machine. Okay, and I'm going to use going to get my card, and because it won't fit into the machine, we have to cut it down. So I'm just going to get some scissors and just cut this down, just so it will fit into the embossing folder. Okay. Okay. Because then it'll go in. See, it'll go in that way then. Okay, these are my die cutting plates. As you can see, they're well used. This is my multi-purpose platform. This is why I like Sizzix, because it has all the diagrams on it to show you what plates you use. Okay, and this is my Big Shot machine. Okay, we're going to use my extended multi-purpose platform, and because I'm using embossing folders, get to the right one where you can use embossing folders, which is this one, the back one, the back plate. Okay, and all you need is this to emboss with. Put that into your machine, ready. Then you need 2 cutting plates, one on the top, one on the bottom, and then your embossing folder in the middle, sandwiched in with your material that you're using, whether it be fabric or card or felt or foam, craft foam. And then going to get my embossing folder. For this, I'm going to use my textured fades. Okay, 3D embossing folder by Tim Holtz, Sizzix embossing folder. Okay, and we're going to emboss with it, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, and this is what those embossing folders look like, the 3D embossing folders. You have a deboss and an emboss side. Okay, I'm going to apply the card in the middle. Okay, like that. Close your embossing folder like that. Okay, just make sure you've got the raised edge on top and the deboss edge underneath. Okay, and then get your cutting plate, number 1, put your embossing folder with your material inside it. Okay, and then sandwich that in between those 2. Just going to make sure I've got the right platform, because this isn't just a simple embossing folder, it's a texture fades embossing folder. It's not an impression list. No, it's an embossing folder, definitely. So yes, I have got the right one. Okay, put that onto your multi-purpose platform, feed it into your machine, and then turn the handle as you go. It's not going through, so perhaps it's a bit too thick because it is a 3D. Okay, so what we're going to do then is we're going to, because it's a thick one, perhaps I will just take the multi-purpose platform off and try that on its own, because it is a 3D embossing folder. No, there's not enough there, so we're going to use try it again. Perhaps just use the one. Okay. No, it definitely won't go through. It's too thick. Just one moment while I find out why. Okay, what I've done is, because there was too much pressure and I don't want to break my machine, what I've done is I've removed one of the cutting pads. Because it's a 3D embossing folder, it's a lot thicker. So we've got the right pressure now. So when you're using texture fades, they are a lot thicker. Okay. Send that back through your machine again. Okay. Okay, let's see if this has done the pattern. Okay, I'm removing it from the machine and I'm going to show you now. I'm not sure whether you can see that. I can. Perhaps you can see it better that way. I think I may have put it on wrong, but you can see the pattern that way, hopefully. See? That's the pattern you get. Perhaps turn it that way. Can you see it? That's the pattern you get with an embossing folder. Okay. You probably can't see it that way. Oh, it's gone debossed end. I've put it round the wrong way. Never mind. Okay, so, you know, perhaps not use it for that. Right, so that's an embossed, that's the embossing folder I used anyway. So it's come up lovely on the card, but because it's dark you can't really see it, but it is a debossed side. Okay, anyway, that's my embossing, one of my embossing folders. Okay, I'm going to die cut now. Okay, using the same piece of card, but because it's too big for the machine still, I'm going to cut it down again and we're going to do some die cutting. Okay. Right. Okay. Let me just find a die cut, just one moment. Okay, everybody. Right, this is my butterfly die cut, Big's die. With a Big's die, you don't need the multi-purpose platform. Okay, that's the die cut. Sizzix Big's dies, they're called. The Big's dies, and under there, I'm not going to be able to show you, but there is a blade underneath the foam, which will cut your card. So I'm going to, all I need to use is my Big's die, chosen Big's die, my one cutting pad, place that on the bottom. Okay, make sure your big die is facing upwards, so the metal die cut is on the top. Place your card on top of your big die. Place your other cutting pad on top, and then place it into your machine and go through. There's enough pressure for just that. Okay, and you can hear it cutting. Okay, and go back through again. I think it's already cut though, but because it's metallic foil on the banner, I'm going to pass it through a second time. Okay, that's cut lovely. Okay, I'm really impressed with that. That's die cut really, really nice. Okay, and there's a bit of cardon foil to come out of there. Okay. Okay, we're just taking all the bits out of the die cut now. As you can see, it leaves pattern in there. Okay, it's cutting that one, and it's cut that one out as well. Okay, as you can see, that I think I may have slightly done that wrong because there wasn't enough card, but I think that's how it's meant to come out. Anyway, that's cut my butterfly out. It's not meant to do that. It is meant to have an edge. And what's happened is I've probably got it too close to the I've got it too close, so my my edges haven't left a border. It's gone and cut the ends out. It just needs to go. Give it another go. That's the general idea of that big die. It's a butterfly, but I quite like that, even though it's cut the sides off. I quite like that, but that's using my banner. Look, I can use that on a card. Really impressed with that. Let's do another one so you can see the butterfly properly, hopefully. Let's do another one of that butterfly. That'll probably be a better one. So I'm going to attempt to cut this butterfly again. Okay. Make sure I've got enough card. I perhaps didn't have enough card on there either side because it is a pretty big butterfly. But I'm going to do that again. Okay. I'm going to put it through again. Okay. And show you again that so you can see the butterfly properly. Okay, I'm just putting it through again. I'm hoping this is going to cut properly this time. Okay, send it through the machine again. I'm hoping it's going to have cut it properly this time. Okay. Right, let's see if it's done it properly this time so you can see the butterfly. Yes, I think it has. So you can see the butterfly. Yes, it has. That's a lot better. So make sure your card's big enough. Okay, make sure your card's big enough. Get all of those bits out. You could probably use them for shaker card. Make a shaker card. I'm just getting all the bits out now. This one's turned out much better because my card was slightly a bit bigger on the edges, whereas the other one, it cut it off. But I'm going to still use that. I like that. Okay, we're just getting the other bits out. Okay, so you can see this butterfly better. Okay. This die cuts, this big die cuts 2 butterflies out. Getting that off the card. Because there's a bit of card hanging on there. Just one moment. Okay. That's one. And then there's another one to come out of that card. Okay. It is a dark coloured banner, so you probably, you know, use, I don't know if you can get them, light coloured banners. Okay, so that's the small one. It's a pretty butterfly. Okay, that's the back of the butterfly. So, and that's the big one as well. That's the bigger version. Okay, so that is embossing and die cutting with banners that you recycle onto card. Okay, if you liked today's video, then please subscribe and thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.